Hello, this is Lunatic Lizard, and excuse the fan in the back, it is kind of hot in here, but wanted to go over a couple sets, or a set per se. So, what you see here in the background, this is the defense. Oh, that's not right. Where is it? Defense of Crate. And this is quite a big set. I believe when I bought it, it was about $50, I'd like to say. I'm gonna go with about $50 or so dollars. In that price range, US currency. It is from 2018. I bought it just around Black Friday, actually, and it is quite a nice set. It really is. But let's get on with the preview of it. So we'll put the box down there. The characters it comes with is, let me read this. So it comes with Admiral Emmett, a Resistance Trooper, 2 First Order Snow Troopers, and Captain Poe Dameron. So those are the Admiral Emmett, Resistance Fighter, and Captain Poe Dameron. And then these two are the 2 First Order Snow Troopers. Now, I'm gonna just point out, this set can go with a lot of other sets, but there's one particular set that I truly like from, I believe this was back in 2017 now, not 2018. A set from the first time we saw an appearance of the First Order Troopers, or from the First Order. So, if I put this box back down, this would be the Snowspeeder, First Order Snowspeeder. We'll get into this later, and I've got the 3 minifigures it came with as well in the back. But first, we'll talk about the defensive crate. So let's do the thing right in front here. So this right here is the kind of defensive part, kind of right where the trenches would be. You've got a turret here, a non-man armed per se turret. We've got the little tower here that connects quite nice. There's a connecting piece here, so you can have it by itself, this up here, or you can have them together. I like having them together for storage just because it's a little easier. You can also swing this part back, the part with the turret on, back, and it just makes storage so much easier, because now it's just this tight little thing instead of this long thing, you know, just a little easier. Then we have this little middle trench part right here, and yes, I do have my Fallout shirt on with it, a necklace, which I got a while back. But let's get back into this. It does have stickers. This set comes with a lot of stickers. It comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 stickers. Only goes up to 15 because 2 of them are both numbered 12. I've used this sticker pack, but I'm keeping it for this video. It comes with 1 booklet. This is what the booklet looks like, the instructions booklet, with, let's see how many instructions you got in this. 171 instructions, and this is a 143 page books, right? 44 page book, sorry, 144 page booklet, including the front and back cover. Just is what the front looks like, this is what the back looks like, you know, simple Lego Star Wars things. Now, I do wish they'd start printing more bricks. So, like, this right here, if you don't see, it's a sticker piece. Well, I hope that Lego will eventually make these pieces instead of putting stickers on them. Just print them. I know the set value might go up a bit, but that's also kind of good. Because stickers, you get enough dust underneath them, and sorry, I was just checking something, but you get enough dust underneath them and they start to peel, they start to roll up, and it just doesn't look good. But this is kind of, the set itself, I think what most of the money is going towards is the, oh, I forget what this ship is called, but it's this kind of ship right here, which is pretty big. Move this out of the way. Pretty big ship, or fighter. I don't really remember what this is called. I'd have to search it up. A lot of your money value is going into that, but this is definitely just a cool little thing to, say if you're doing a battle of the Battle on Crait mock. This is just a pretty good little area to have the mock, because it's just like a small little outpost to incorporate into your mock, and it also gives you kind of template of colors that were used there, so you don't have to keep referencing back to the movies. You can reference back to this and kind of build up off of it that way. Now, with my resistance fighters, their helmets are like this, correct? Correct. I've got this piece that goes up and down. I never liked that piece, so I always take the piece off, so you're going to see a lot of my resistance fighters just have that without the bottom piece. And that's actually what I'm doing with this guy right now. I just want to get that out of the way real quick. Now, I do have a whole bunch of extra parts over here. Kind of a pile of random parts that are extra, and it's either me where Lego is just packing like the packages I've been getting, because I've been getting more and more packages, like more and more boxes of Lego sets with more and more extra pieces. So I'm thinking to myself constantly, am I missing a piece? Did I not put this piece on the set? The set looks fine. I'm pretty sure I did everything I needed to do, but I just don't know. And then it goes to the point of, well, maybe the set values are going up just a bit more, by like just a couple bucks, because they're adding in more and more extra pieces just in case they do mess up. Now, with this particular set, in the past couple of sets, I haven't had missing pieces. The last set I had a missing piece on is actually the newer droid gunship, which I believe was a 2018 or 2017 version. But that was because I bought it off of eBay. It said it was like it wasn't opened, and it was only like 15 bucks on eBay, with like 10 bucks shipping, so a total of $25. And it said it wasn't open, so I was like, okay, but the way the guy worded it, it made it sound like that he used it. The set was opened, but it wasn't built. None of the packaging was open, just the first poly bag, that's what they're called, right? I think they're called the poly bags. But the first poly bag was opened, and some of the pieces were missing from that, but I just went on to Bricklinks and ordered those missing pieces, and I was able to complete the droid gunship. So it was still a steal for the droid gunship, seeing how it was only missing like 4 minor parts, but I still like to have my sets completed. So yeah, that I kind of ended up buying the extra pieces. It only cost me like an extra $5, so in total the set would have cost me about $30, which is quite nice for the droid gunship that was going for a lot more in store and whatnot, which is why I was waiting I looked around eBay, I looked around that, and of course it was the Cyber Monday deal, because I always like to shop for my Star Wars Legos, because Star Wars is such a big franchise in the Lego franchise. Like, it's such a big part of the Lego franchise that they can really price it a lot more expensively. And on like Black Friday or Cyber Mondays, it's the best time, in my opinion, to go to like Walmart, Target, back in the day Toys R Us, other places like that, Bricks and Minifigs, and get these sets on sale. And that's how I ended up with so many expensive ships without paying the full price and being able. I do it so I can increase the collection that I have. Like, I have the First Order Star Destroyer, I have Krennic's Imperial Shuttle. I bought both of those on a Black Friday sale. Otherwise, I probably would have, if it wasn't on sale, I probably would have just bought the First Order Star Destroyer, which I'm glad I didn't, because Krennic's Imperial Shuttle is a very, very good set, in my opinion. It's not underrated, but it also isn't overrated, which is kind of nice. But it not being underrated is just people with their common sense. It's a really good set, and it was the only set that you could get the Death Troopers. I believe that's what they were called. And those were a pretty big part in the movie Rogue One, which is where Krennic's Imperial Shuttle comes from. So I do really like getting that set, and then later on they released a battle pack that had other First Order, that actually had 2 Death Troopers and 2 little Stormtrooper Walker and 2 regular Stormtroopers, which was quite nice, and I ended up picking that up as well. Other than that, sorry, I'm stretching. I'd like to talk about if this set was worth it. Now, I know this is kind of late, but this set, in my opinion, was worth the money, because I really do like how it's built. I like how it can become really compact. And of course, like, some of these extra pieces that I used for this, they were like the extra pieces for this handheld, like, kind of minigun type thing. I just throw in this little crate section, which is also where I throw Poe Dameron's pistol when I put him in the little crate ship. That's what I'm going to call it for now. So I completely forget what it is. Does it have it on here? Possibly. I would feel really stupid if it has it right here. Warning, choking hazard. Really? I don't know. Strange. But, there is that. So let's go into a little bit of why. Actually, let's continue talking about if this set is worth it. Now, for the price that it was when I got it, because I think... No, I paid full price for this now that I'm thinking of it, but for the price that I got it at, I do think it was just a little overpriced, just because when it's physically out of the box, it's not that big of a set, and you'd expect just a little bit more. But granted, it does have 2 unique figurines, and then it does have some First Order Snowtroopers, and it was really one of the first sets that you've really seen a lot of Resistance and First Order fighting. I remember a lot of the First Order sets actually just had enemies, or just had the First Order, or just had the Resistance, which I kind of disliked. When I like to buy the sets, like the First Order Snowspeeder, only had 3 First Order Snowtroopers. They had the 2 regular First Order Snowtroopers, and then the First Order, the Captain First Order Snowtrooper or something, Commander. It's like, it would have been nice to see maybe like 2 resistance fighters there, but it is what it is. So that's why I can kind of understand why they priced it a little higher up. But for what it is and how much you pay for it, definitely is a good price. Or not a good price, but it's definitely worth the price. Even if you are paying a little bit extra for a little bit less, I still feel that this set was definitely worth it. And I just really like how this set, it's like this set was made to be kind of a messy set. And messy, I mean like kind of almost like bricks placed everywhere. So on the defensive, if you watch the movie, spoiler alert by the way, you watch the movie, I'm not sure if this counts as a spoiler alert, but when they get to Crate, there's an old rebel outpost there from like a while back, and with that they find like old defenses and whatnot. And these defenses are what I count to be some of the coolest defenses, just because they're kind of quickly put together, yet they still kind of escape. Not win per se, but they escape the First Order. So I really like what the movie was about. And then this Crate shuttle, somebody wants to comment down there below what that's called, that would be great. That Crate shuttle, which is what I'm going to call it, or land speeder, Crate land speeder, I think that sounds more or closer to its name. That was always messy because it was like an older piece, and I really like some of the sticker designs, even though I said I don't like stickers, which I still don't. I would have rather these pieces be printed, but some of the stickers that you find on here are quite nice. And I really like how it's half Technic, half Lego. It's like you can see the Technic pieces, but you can also see the Lego pieces, and it's a real nice mixture. But other than that, I think I'm going to move this off to the side, along with this. I'm going to move this like this, I think. So it's facing towards me, kind of below where I put my camera. And then I'm going to put this here. I'm going to talk about the other sets that kind of go well with this. Now, I'm going to talk about some of these sets just for the point of kind of just talking about them, because I do like them. But we'll talk about the set that I love to put these two together. This is the First Order Snow Speeder from back in 2017 or 18. One of the two. No, 17, because this year's 20. Oh, damn. I may have my dates on this stuff wrong. So it's 2019 now. So yeah, this set was released in 2018. And this set, I believe, was released in 2017. Or 16. One of the two. But this First Order Snow Speeder, not in the best shape. It's got a lot of dust because it's been sitting on my shelf for a while. Haven't taken it down in quite a bit. But this is kind of a good set, because it's kind of, this vehicle is about half to 3/4 of the size of the Crate land speeder, and I feel like just they're good in size. It kind of represents that certain things. I don't really know where I'm going with this. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I shoveled a crap ton today because we've got over 1.5 feet of snow outside, which is terrible. I hate it, but it is what it is. Just means I get to bring you this video sooner. But yeah, the snow speeder is nice. It's got crates on it. It's got gun here, 2 spots for the driver, and whatnot. Gun holders. Inside of these crates, we just have like the green pellets that you put on for this gun, for like this kind of flick fire almost, like pistol or something. I don't know. And you've got more on the side. But on top of that, you get these two snowtroopers with same design as the two that you get in the defensive crate. Except these guys have like almost like silencers or something on their pistols or on their rifles. Got like some weird silencer thing. And then you've got the Commander First Order Snow Trooper right here, which has the white, like almost lightsaber piece as a suppressor or something on his pistol. It's got the Commander, I believe it's Commander armband. But other than that, he looks pretty much the same as the other two. Now this set goes really good with the others because you've got 4 regular First Order Snowtroopers, then you've got the Commander, and you've got a First Order Snowspeeder. Now that's good to go against, say, the Rebels, or the Resistance, their little bunker scout, and their crate land speeder. So that goes really well together. It's just a favorite of mine, like a favorite combination of mine to use. Even though I had this crate, like land speeder, sitting still in the box. I forgot that I had built the bunker part and was moving Legos from my downstairs up, and in the process I just forgot about this, so I just forgot to build it. So I built that today, which is why it's kind of a little later than it should be. But the next thing I wanted to talk about is the battle pack. Ooh, we're missing a piece. Piece fell off. Uh-oh. Well, the battle pack right here. Part of the battle pack. Now, this came with... Ooh. I'm just gonna switch these guys real quick. This came with these 4 guys. Now, probably you can tell by starters, the 3 who have the Resistance helmets, I took off their like jaw piece, just because it was kind of a pain. They'd come with kind of an admiral or commander something looking guy, and then I was actually using this guy's chest piece, so I have a different outfit on this guy, but yeah, that's gonna be how it is. This is just a small little speeder, per se. I really like the design of the speeder. It's nice and clean, and I just like to throw it in here with this mock. Maybe I'll switch out a couple of these gray pieces for orange, and kind of make it look a little more beat up or something like that, and then it goes right in with the defensive crate. So basically this guy and this guy I like to have in the trench, and then these two are manning this. The guy in the green is manning the turret, and the guy in the tan with gray pants right here, the one whose head I'm tapping, drives it. So that's always nice to see. And then just like some other Resistance fighters that I found either from Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, or one of the many movies for the First Order, are these guys. So I just found them, kind of like laying around, and I forget what sets they go to, if they go to battle packs, what things like that. So I kind of just threw them in here, and kind of hope for the best. I don't believe any of them are named. Actually, 2 of them are named characters. Now that I'm looking at it, I believe. But other than that, who really cares, right? Like, if you just need Resistance fighters to throw in there, just throw in some Resistance fighters. If somebody asks, just say, I don't know. I just made them from spare parts that I found. If it looks like somebody else, I didn't do it on purpose. And then, usually if I'm doing a certain thing where, I don't know how to word this. Let's word it this way, right? So, I've bought 2 microfighters, that I actually really like because they're helpful. Now, when you're doing a Star Wars mock, and you want to do like an airfield or hangar, where all of their ships would be, you're going to have more people than ships, most likely. So, like more pilots than ships. So, the first one that I got and built was the U-Wing. Now, I don't have the physical U-Wing that this is based off of. I regret it very much. And I'm going to probably try to expand on this U-Wing, but my favorite era is the Clone Wars, so I have a whole bunch of like clones and droids and whatnot that I want to expand on from there. But this U-Wing comes with this guy, which is just kind of like, I only get these microfighter sets for the guys too, just because it's really nice to get people. Even if the microfighter set is small, you can still use the pieces, and then the people you've got for what you wanted to do with them. So yeah, this guy, he's a U-Wing pilot, that's nice. And then next we have the Y-Wing, which I do have the actual set that this is based off of. So we've got the Y-Wing that I built. Now these two I decided to grab up just because these are the two I know where they are. The other ones are somewhere out of the many rooms that I have filled with different Legos or they're in bins and crumbled up and all that. And it's got a Y-Wing pilot right here. So both of these sets I really like. I mean, I actually really like the design here on the Y-Wing, on like the mini Y-Wing, and I find it to be quite nice actually. It's nice, it's clean, and quite cool actually. But that is mostly it. I'm actually going to bring down the Y-Wing that I have, because why not? So, as I come up over here, grab the Y-Wing, I've got to sit back down. Here we go. This is quite a big set actually, and I really like the bombing mechanism in the back right here. Fortunately, this is very dusty. One thing that I don't like is that this turret, you have to move to open up the pilot entry, but the pilots are close to the same, which I really like about getting this Y-Wing microfighter, because if you look, they're exactly the same except their helmets. This guy's helmet is kind of like racing. This guy's helmet is more of the Republic symbols. So I do like that, how it's different. This Y-Wing is still very nice. I mean, I'd still like to get the clone Y-Wing, the one from back in the Clone Wars. So I am going to be working on trying to get more clone trooper ships and whatnot. I do have kind of a good collection going per se on the physical ships, but I like collecting the minifigs more. And I also have the X-Wing that I did a review on, I'm pretty sure. And the two helmets, if you want to go back to that video, just go to my channel, of course. While you're over there, you might as well click the subscribe button. But you can scroll down to one of the reviews, which you'll see a X-Wing. Yep, I almost called that a Y-Wing again. But an X-Wing. And you see the two droids that it comes with and the two pilots that it comes with. And that is the newer version of a regular X-Wing, I believe. I may be wrong. I think this is the 2018 version. I could very well be wrong. And this Y-Wing, I believe, is also the 2018 version of the Y-Wing. And it also comes with this cool, droid right here. But I like to call them different colored R2-D2s sometimes. But for the most part, this is quite a big set. Let me put the landing parts up. It's a pretty big set. It's definitely a good set, though. That's for sure. It's a pretty nice set. Don't know how much I paid for it, but I also got to go to the Bricks and Minifigs place because they do have 3 Clone Wars Y-Wings for $60 already built. I know you're like, oh, building Legos is the best part. Yes, but I'm just trying to expand my collection, and I don't care if I have to, like, if I don't build half my collection. If I buy it and it's already made, I'm kind of fine with that. So that's another thing. I wasn't expecting on showing this, but I decided to anyways. And while we're on the topic of ships, we've got a couple pieces that broke off of, oh my, I can't remember the ship, so I'm not even going to grab it out, but pieces that I've lost in my bins. So right now I just have 2 little studs on the end, which it's kind of upsetting, but it is what it is. But I have one of the droid carriers up there. I've got the Corporal Alliance tank. I've got a First Order. I'm not going to bring that one down. But I've got a First Order other thing. But First Order troop transport. There we go. But in the next video, I'm going to be going through all of my enemy First Order vehicles. Not vehicles, but like ships and whatnot. So, stay tuned for that, because that has a Star Destroyer in it. I believe that's what they're called. Yes, Star Destroyer. That has the Star Destroyer in it. So, stay tuned. But, for the most part, that's going to be it. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you all later. Peace!